trying to stay about the light, about the spotlight, club, and all that kind of
How
stuff.
you doing, Malik Gans? My Instagram is Gans_22. Everybody call me Freak sometimes, you know what I mean, or Leak. And if I had to choose, I would pick the championship ring because, you know, you can be weak as, I was about to curse, but you can be weak and still have a ring. I know a couple people, Sasha Boyachet, you know.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Greater.inc, where you know you are greater than yesterday, but you'll be even greater tomorrow. This is that Greater Than Yesterday podcast. We got a special episode today. The topic for all the fellas out there is, you got a year in the league. You got a year in the league. You can either be a NBA championship winner or you're going to be the MVP. I'm here, Zachary Tanner. I got my man Chris, Chili C.
AKA Legacy LEGA-the-C. You already know what it is. Just dropped this album, Thinking Out Loud. Go check that out everywhere. iTunes, Spotify, every streaming platform there is.
And my man.
I'm just RJ, man.
Alright, this is RJ. Look, me and my LB Art, we went out to North Carolina A&T State University earlier today. Shout out Aggie Pride. And we asked some of the fellas, man, what they was thinking about. Some people said MVP. Some people said they wanted the championship ring to be about the team.
Darius, Instagram at Just Steez, and if I had to choose, I would say NBA championship.
Wow.
Definitely, bro. That counts towards your stats, bro.
Carpenter, my IG chain landed. You got 1 year in the league. You win the championship, or you gonna win the MVP? MVP. I'm going with the MVP. You feel me? You don't have to be a Hall of Famer just to feel me win the championship. Look at Allen Iverson. So gotta be MVP. Gotta be MVP.
Respect, dog.
My name is Kurt Clark. What else it is?
Where you from?
I'm from Louisiana. My IG is KSC_318. 1 year in the league, gotta win the chip. I don't want no MVP. Gotta win the chip.
Facts, I feel you. But I'm gonna be the finals MVP though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I need it.
But I'm Josh and Moore. Josh and Kadar on Instagram, on Twitter, JACHINKEDAR. Band Fam.
Fan the label. Fan the label.
Band Fam, Bull City.
So what you thinking, man? What you got going on?
Man, so my thoughts on the whole thing is, I've always been a team player, so I feel like the MVP really shines out to me. But I feel like the title is a team thing. It's a dynasty. It's not just Chris did it. It's a team did it. And so I would have to say personally, I would go with the NBA championship.
Okay.
Plus you get that nice bling.
What about you, RJ?
Well, for one, I think it kind of depends on where you're at in your career. Me personally, starting out, I would probably want the MVP award first, just because I feel like it's gonna establish me more as a NBA player, and it can kind of give me that extra boost, that extra drive that I would need to win the NBA championship. So for me, I would go for the MVP first.
Man, if I only had 1 year in the league, honestly, I'm going for the championship, just simply because I got to do it with my homies, and I got a story to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing better. Yeah, it's nothing better. When you play sports, yeah, you won the championship or whatever you won, but you always gonna remember those locker room times, just kicking it with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Or after the game, pre-game, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking about the stories that you can tell when you got a championship ring, and then you might not win the regular season MVP, but you could always get Finals MVP with that. You know what I'm saying? I think of like,
that's real too.
Yeah,
that's real too.
I think of Allen Iverson, like that young goes down there as for real, the 2000 to 2007 GOAT, bro. Like,
Well, all right, I have to apologize because I thought the topic was what would you rather have in your first year in the NBA?
Nah, it's your only year.
Okay, all right, so my only year, then yeah, I would definitely win an NBA championship because I agree with pretty much everything you said. So I would definitely win an NBA championship. You know, just that feeling of being a champion. Like you said, you could also get Finals MVP too, so you could get both things in one.
Because I think of like a Kawhi Leonard, like Man, when Kawhi Leonard came on the map, wasn't nobody really thinking he was gonna pop off like that.
Nah, man.
And then that young won Finals MVP, and now he's like a legitimate number 2
He's
player in the
up
league.
there with LeBron.
Yeah,
He's up there
like,
with LeBron now, you know. So, and another thing I say is, like, when we talking about the NBA Finals, it's like, if you get to the NBA Finals and the championship, that essentially means that y'all had the entire season together, and it's just a story. It's like 2K, you know, like my story, and this is our story as a team, and you grow those bonds throughout the playoffs that some teams don't get because they don't get to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like maybe if you get MVP, sometimes that could be a great thing, and you know, team wise, you might be dealing with a lot of stress because of that immense amount of pressure on that one player to get to be the MVP. So
honestly, I'm going to the championship. I need that championship. The MVP is cool, but championship, you can't hold the title. And the thing with a title is you'll always forever have that. Got that ring, so.
What's your name?
Jalen Ward.
What's your line name?
Oh man, Cam Porter, number 5, all that, man. The big noob, you know, I'm with my boys. Yeah.
Quan May, people call me Quan, from Winterville, North Carolina. My IG name is _RichHomiePayne, and honestly, I choose that MVP.
Why you say that?
Cause you get more exposure, more deals, more everything, more money, more everything. I'm talking about that green, you feel me?
Shit. My name's Sean from the D, Detroit, 313. IG name _King D double M. Me personally, I believe that I'll probably just take the MVP. Because with that being said, that's more opportunities. That's a way for me to get bread in my pocket. That's a way for me to feed my fam. Straight like that.
yeah, I think that championship would be more better off.
I also think it has a lot to do with how you want to be remembered as a player too. Like I said, I definitely feel like I would want an NBA championship more, but you also have to look at the individual aspect of it. You know, just because you win a championship doesn't mean you contributed a lot to your team. So, I mean, I could definitely see why somebody would want to have an MVP instead.
I think the whole notion of you could be an MVP, but you can still not be a good enough player to get your team to the championship. Like, I think in the past couple of years, MVP has just turned into who's the best offensive player or the person I would like to see the most. Because for real, like, LeBron James is the MVP every year. Every year.
He put the team on
his back.
If they don't have him, the entire season changes.
Like, I mean, Cleveland,
east to west.
Cleveland right now, like, they only got 2 televised games the whole season. Only 2. LeBron James, you saw him all the time last season. So, like, I mean, he changes the whole thing, but like a James Harden never going to get his team to an NBA championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to happen unless they got pieces.
Just going off of last year, I feel like if LeBron wasn't the one to win it, I feel like Anthony Davis should have came second. Because, I mean, if you look at the numbers that he put up, those were numbers, like, they were outrageous. Like, you know, you might see a game where he had like 25 and 13, something like that. James Harden, you know, not to take away from anything that he did, because it was amazing what he did, but you see players put numbers like that up, you know, a lot more often now.
Right.
Westbrook kind of.
I mean, yeah, but it's like
big sacrifice.
It's like if these players have great seasons and they don't have the opportunity to get MVP, it's like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Because they're not winning the championship. Like, we already know, not to say we already know who's going to win the championship this year, but we kind of know who's going to win the championship. And the reason why this topic came up is because my man Ben Simmons, who it was a lot of controversy around him winning the Rookie of the Year because this was kind of like his second year, even though he ain't played the first year, against my man Donovan Mitchell. And he said he was looking forward to going after MVP this year. And I'm saying to myself, if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, I really have a legitimate chance to go to the NBA championship, for real. Like, if I can get my team together to beat Boston, that's going to be hard. Right. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Toronto can do this year with Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. But I think the Sixers have a legitimate chance to get to the finals. I would rather my best player or my starting point forward, whatever he played, to be more concerned about an NBA championship rather than MVP. What y'all think about that?
I feel like with what Ben Simmons said, it kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Um, Even though basketball is a team sport, you still have to look at the individual aspect of it. It's still individual accolades that you want to meet in your career. Besides just winning the NBA championship, I'm pretty sure winning the MVP is a lot of goals for a lot of players in the NBA. So I don't fault him for it. Like I said, I would rather have an NBA championship, but MVP that's a pretty good award to win. So.
Great award to win. I would definitely say that. I agree with what you were saying, but I think it really depends on like the focus of the athlete, because at this time he should be more focused on winning the NBA championship, getting to the NBA championship, getting to an NBA championship, and then taking it to that next level. You're gonna get everything that comes with it. You know what I mean? If you can push your team, LeBron James, to the NBA Finals, all those accolades are gonna come along with it. Scoring titles, assist leader, all best rebounder in the game. All those things will come with it. So you'll become an MVP.
Alright, my name is Nas. Add me on Instagram, Nazir Wright.
That's a dope name.
Appreciate it.
Championship or MVP? You got 1 year in the league. What you going for?
If I got 1 year in the league, I'm doing MVP. For the simple fact that championship, anybody can win a championship.
Ooh.
I mean, like you got
facts.
JaVale McGee and Zaza winning championships.
That's facts.
Like you got people sitting on the bench winning championships. You got J.R. Smith got a championship. So, but MVP, regardless, you playing at your highest level. And if I had if I was playing another year, I probably would have got a max contract or some shit like that. So MVP, playing at your highest level. That's what the game about.
Lamar Mills, my IG is official_Lamar_.
What's up? My name Jay Knight. My IG is 252PEJ.
All right, you got 1 year in the league. You win the championship or you going for the MVP?
I'm going for the title. Got to win the championship.
Championship.
Why? Why for you?
Because it's more about the team other than just myself. Yeah.
I appreciate
the ring, man.
That ring.
Yeah.
So, well, let me ask you this then: Do you honestly feel like the 76ers would have a chance to beat the Golden State Warriors?
It's definitely a chance. But Golden State, they're built pretty solid.
I mean, the only reason I'm asking you that is because I'm not saying you're not supposed to think that you're gonna win, because everybody is supposed to have that mentality. Like, I'm the best, well, our team is the best, and we're gonna win the championship. But realistically, there's no way that the 76ers could beat the Golden State Warriors as right
see,
now.
that goes back to what I'm saying. The focus needs to be on getting the team to the next level, because everything else is going to come with that.
I agree with that.
You get what I'm saying? Getting the team to the next level, everything else comes with it.
I mean, I feel like if you get to the NBA Finals, then everything is up for grabs. Like, anything can happen. I mean, Golden State is stacked. They the Monstars. For real, they the Monstars. But honestly, who's to say Steph Curry don't get hurt in the playoffs? Or Klay Thompson don't have a season-ending injury? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we going into this NBA season and teams are like, yo, they already got it, then shoot, just give them the ring. Hey, don't even make me watch it. You know what I'm saying? Just come out and give a service announcement that y'all just not going to play this year, and y'all going to just give them the championship. Because, I mean, I don't need to watch it if it's going to be like that.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And I also think what kind of makes it a kind of bad what Ben Simmons said is the fact that he came out and actually said that he wanted to win the MVP this year. What I mean by that is, like, there's a lot of players, they do things that, it's not technically the right thing to do, but people do it all the time. Like, for instance, when Westbrook averaged a triple-double, it's not necessarily the thing that you're aiming to do, but we all know he was trying to do that. And I mean, players do stuff like that all the time. Like, the numbers that LeBron puts up, he doesn't necessarily have to do that, but it looks good. It looks good on paper.
I mean, I think he just can do it. It's like going outside and running you can run a full 40, but you run a 4.8. Like, why I run a 4.8? Like, why you want to go all out? No, yeah, like, for real, like, LeBron James was like, yeah, I could drop 30 tonight, but I'm going to drop a smooth 15. Like, young niggas going to talk bad about that, bro. Like,
but that's what kind of what I'm saying. I agree with everything you said, but what if he drops 15, but it's helping his team win in the long run? You get what I'm saying?
And LeBron James dropped 15 points this year, and they helped the Lakers win in the long run. But shoot, like, pack it up and
but you get what I'm saying? Or do you think that he would actually do that just for 15 points?
Nah, like, if I'm going to see LeBron and he only scored 15 points, I would be mad.
Yeah, I would be mad. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Fans would be mad.
I'd be mad.
I would be mad.
I don't even come, like, hey, bro.
You need to catch somebody.
Yeah, put the ball in the hoop some more times. These things expensive. I paid for this.
Yeah, bro. That's why he got to go out there.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, we don't just go to see LeBron because we like him as a person. You don't really like LeBron as a person because you don't know him. You like that young because he can put the ball in the hoop. And if you ain't put the ball in the hoop, go home.
And also with the MVP award, I think that's kind of a maturity thing too. Not calling him immature, but you got to remember it's only technically his third year in the league. It's just like Donovan Mitchell, who wanted to win the slam dunk contest. You know, I kind of put it in that category.
I mean, but going into that's a weekend event. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I mean, I'm not necessarily saying it's the same thing. I'm just kind of giving you an example.
Yeah.
Like, just because it's only his third year, if he was in his prime, it would be totally different. You should not be trying to win that award in your prime. You should be going for the NBA championship for sure.
I mean, but I feel like this is how I feel. I could be wrong. Man, if your team ain't championship contender, I shouldn't give you the MVP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter if you playing with 4 scrubs, and you dropping 30 a night. Like, you scrub. You just scrub. You play with scrubs, so it make you look better. It's like when you go into the club, you know what I'm saying? And like, I ain't gonna pick on the women. Let's say you go in the club and all your man shopping Payless and Ross, and you got on Supreme and J's. You could be ugly as all out, but it make you look better. You know what I'm saying? You don't get more because you got more shining. You know what I'm saying? Like, you out here in Minnesota dropping buckets. Nobody cares. Like, K-Love got all that love. What happened to him when he played with LeBron? That nigga was taking pills. Like, he needed help. He went through. Yeah, like one thing I always love about LeBron, you know who real when they play with LeBron. Only person I ever, like, respect that play with LeBron. No, Dwayne Wade. Kyrie was out, bro. I never dealing with this. That nigga Kyrie left, bro. That nigga left.
I think he looked for a greater cause.
What? He got hurt.
And he knew what was about to happen today.
Like, you think he got tired of like losing in the finals?
I think it's more the way that LeBron runs the team. Like, LeBron runs the team. Anywhere he go, he's gonna run. He owns the NBA, but he owns the team. Yeah. And Kyrie is too. I mean, I don't blame him. If I was that good and then I'm sitting beside somebody else that's good, I'm like, bro, I'm just doing what he's doing.
LeBron, like,
it's kind of like, I don't know, and we didn't win, so that does draw to it.
All right, so let me ask you this: say you were like really good, and you had ideas to possibly help your team win, but those ideas were never implicated just because somebody that was better than you, they had their own system.
I mean, they better than me, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, you better than me. You can't.
If you feel like you were good enough to,
he wasn't good enough. Like, think about Kyrie. Think about Kyrie before LeBron. Nothing.
He was young.
He would have still been nothing. If LeBron James never came to Cleveland, if he would never came back to Cleveland, you still won't be seeing Cleveland.
That's probably true.
It is true. They would never got K-Love.
You're right.
Like, Kyrie Irving was like, come on, bro.
I don't know, man, but I don't blame Kyrie though for that. You know, the personal. You know, just personally, like, kind of like being the underdog. Like,
he wasn't no underdog.
Not the underdog, but like the shadow. He. I mean, sometimes, you know, if you good, you kind of do want to make sure that, you know, you can kind of like get to that point where, okay, yeah, this is my team type thing, not just
I
you
love
part of somebody else.
I love Klay Thompson, man. Klay Thompson is the premier number 2 guy. He gonna play hard like a number 1, But he ain't gonna give you no drama.
But that's his personality, his mentality, man. He's going in there.
And I always tell people, I feel like Klay Thompson is kind of the X factor on that team.
I think so too.
If he's having a good night, there's no way that they're gonna lose.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, because Stephen Curry, he can drop all the points he wants to. It's still a chance that they're gonna lose. But if Klay Thompson is having a good night,
boy, it's like they're unstoppable.
Bro, they the monsters, bro.
Yeah.
Like they the monsters. For real. I'm sorry. Think about how much they sauced my man Michael Jordan, bro. They took 5 Hall of Famers and said Michael Jordan could still be all of them with the Looney Tunes. Man, LeBron James can't even be 4 damn All-Stars, bro. There can't be no Space Jam number 2. Like, there cannot be a Space Jam number 2. Because LeBron James couldn't beat 4 superstars in real life, bro. I can't watch those. Like, think about it. They took, they kind of did sauce Mike, though. They gave him Muggsy Bogues, little short niggas. They could have gave Gary Payton in that movie.
all right. So let me ask y'all this: then. Do you feel like the Bulls back when Michael Jordan played could beat the Warriors, the team they have now this year?
I just think the 3-ball is just crazy, bro. Like, I think
Bro, Golden State Warriors is.
But you also got to remember, back then they had that hand-checking rule. I feel like
they won 73 games in the season.
I'm not saying they wouldn't win. I'm just saying the handshake rule kind of.
Without Kevin Durant, they won 73 games
and lost.
No, this is the thing. This is the thing people don't understand, man. They lost in 7 games in a 7-game series, which my man Draymond Green got suspended 2 of those games. So you can say that if that does not happen, that Golden State wins that series.
But you could say that about a lot of things. You could say that year that CP3 got hurt, that they wouldn't have beat the Clippers.
Okay, let me ask you this. If they do, if we give that to the Cavs, that they won that series fair and square, do you think they would have beat them a second time if KD doesn't go? So you think the Golden State?
It's debatable. Me personally, I don't think they would have won, but it is debatable though.
I mean, this is what I want to know. Would it have been okay for any superstar to go to the Golden State Warriors after the 73 any superstar like Carmelo, anybody?
Definitely not KD.
Why not KD?
I wouldn't even say Carmelo. I wouldn't even say him. Nah.
I guess you can't beat him, Jordan.
yeah, basically.
I mean, but who would you have allowed to go to the Golden State Warriors and then been acceptable?
I don't know, man. I don't think nobody, honestly, man, because that ain't right, bro. Come on.
What?
That's like going outside, you playing pickup ball, right? And you like, okay, we're gonna have all of us college, you know what I'm saying, college size guys going against these kindergartners. It's just look, you need to mix the teams up, man.
I mean, but who would have KD been able to go to and have been accepted?
He could have been winning any other team in the NBA.
He could have went to the Cavs.
Besides the Cavs.
So he couldn't go to the. He couldn't go to the.
I mean,
Cavs.
I can tell you the worst team is to go to stay after they just beat you.
Yeah.
Why?
You don't think that though?
As a player like KD, as a player like KD,
considered the second best in the NBA.
I mean, this is how I look at it. KD could have been like, "Hey, bro, obviously I can't beat LeBron without me."
I never heard it from that perspective.
The Golden State Warriors won the first championship because Kyrie and K-Love was hurt. And then they could have gone in like, oh, bro, I mean, we beat them because them boys was hurt. And then the next year, like, oh, we won 73 games. We going through this. And then they lose. And it's like, well, I don't really know if we can beat these.
But I mean, that's kind of contradicting what you said about Draymond Green.
What did I say about Draymond Green?
Because you said you could say that they would have won if he would have never got suspended.
We can say that, but I'm saying he got suspended, like you said. We could say that, but he got suspended. So they could really say, man, I don't really know if we could really beat LeBron James. I
don't think you have to get somebody as good as Kevin Durant is to beat LeBron.
I mean, but who else was available? I mean, that's just like saying,
somebody like Gordon Hayward, somebody that's good but not on that level.
So they gotta like diminish their standards.
Okay. So wait, for where you coming from? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with Golden State being that far. I don't blame him for picking
No,
up KD.
I don't.
But like, I don't agree with KD for going to go to
Why
state.
not?
Absolutely.
That's
Like,
like,
as a person, I just wouldn't do it.
that's like Legal Shield offering you an opportunity to be CEO, CFO in the region, Barbados. You the top
Okay, that's
exec.
different.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's not the same thing.
how?
That's not the same thing.
How is it not the same? I'm just saying, man. Like, why we give KD so much hate for going to a team? Like, y'all act like he a slave. Like he got restrictions.
But see, the thing is just like,
They had 73 and 9 team. They lost to LeBron, bro. They had 73 and 9 team and lost to LeBron.
All right, so let me ask you this. The year that KD went to the Warriors, when you first heard about that news, did you automatically know that the Warriors was going to win that year? Be honest.
Honestly, I could say yeah, but the first year LeBron went to Miami, I thought they was winning the championship.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And
the
they
same
lost.
thing, but absolutely.
And they lost.
But we all thought they were going. You're right about that, though.
I thought Miami was like, he said, not 1, not 2, not 3. I was like, oh, damn, the Heat about to be the GOATs for the next 10 years. What happened? He got what? 2 out of them niggas lost twice. How many times they lose?
But as a competitor, why would you go to a team that just beat you and won 73 games?
Ray Allen went to Miami.
He's soft too.
He's soft.
But
he
I
really
will
won the championship.
But I will say, in Ray Allen's defense, he wasn't nowhere near the same stature that Kevin Durant.
Ray Allen he got a whole movie.
I'm talking about.
You talking about as like, okay, like KD on the team while he was 30, that was kind of like.
I mean, think about this. Ray Allen was very influential in the Boston Celtics.
But was he the best player on the Boston Celtics?
I honestly believe all of them was like even to me, bro. For real. I think Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, and KD.
Paul Pierce's team. But I definitely see what you're saying.
Yeah, I really felt like they were all in it together, to be honest.
I agree.
Because you couldn't take KG off that team and they real go. You couldn't take Rondo off the team and they
And
go.
also in Ray Allen's defense, he was past his prime. So it makes a little bit more sense. But the stuff that KD did, that's unheard of.
I mean, it's different, but I think people made it negative. Because it ain't no different than what LeBron did.
Yes, it is.
How?
He
made a whole super team.
Did the Miami Heat win 73 games the year before he got there?
You saying that, but he made a super team.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Had they ever played together?
But see,
any of them.
USA team.
That doesn't count, bro. I'm talking about the whole season, but you're talking about
it's a whole summer.
No. Check this. I understand what you're saying, though. So, like, building a super team is not a problem. It's more like, because, okay, that's what NBA is.
Because it's the fact that he went to a super team?
You know, it's not the fact that he went to a super team. It's the fact that is part of it. That's part of it. But, like, it's the fact that, like, how you get beat by the super team that you go to. They eliminated your team. It's not that you was a part of that team. Or you was, like, that was your team, and they eliminated you. And it just seems like you just going to them now, because it's like,
this is how I feel about KD. Hey, bro, you from PG, I rock with you heavy. But this is how I feel. And I people don't realize what you was dealing with, your situation. He was at OKC. The youngin had Serge Ibaka, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Jeff Green, Kendrick Perkins, and probably some other dude. I don't even remember. They went to the NBA Finals. That same summer, they gave James Harden 5 minutes to decide if he wanted to sign or not. Then traded him with Kevin Martin. Kevin Martin only stayed a year and left. Then they got rid of Serge Ibaka. They got rid of Serge Ibaka, traded him for Victor Oladipo. And then Jeff Green left. So now all you really do got is KD and Russell Westbrook. And y'all say that y'all don't think Russell Westbrook get into a championship. So what make y'all think KD gonna get there with him with a championship? This is what I would say last. Whenever it got down to crunch time, they ain't had no plays. It was all ISO ball. Right. You can't win with ISO ball when it get down to the clutch. So if I'm KD, I'm looking at who beat me in the championship last time I got there. LeBron. I can't beat that nigga by myself. He know that. KD know he can't beat LeBron by himself. Going straight up one-on-one, that's not what KD want at all. So, what team can he join and get to the championship? Golden State, and that's the only. That's all right.
I'm gonna answer that. for one, you kind of touched up on it, but the problem isn't him leaving OKC. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the team that he went to. Second, I feel like the main things that KD was looking for in the team was, unselfish players, a lot of ball movement, and you have a team like the Spurs that they do all of that with the best coach
Black
of
people
all
don't
time.
play for the Spurs.
Black people don't play for the Spurs.
Black people don't play for the
That's
Spurs.
all that.
You grew up not liking the Spurs because they was all foreign.
Hey, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. They is though. They are, bro.
All foreign. Kawhi Leonard left. Like, get me out of here.
Get out. They said, get out.
So don't bring up the Spurs. Who else? Who else?
Besides the Spurs.
Besides the Spurs at the time.
That could beat LeBron.
That could beat LeBron and Golden State.
I mean, I can't see it without him actually being on the team.
So
besides the Spurs and Golden State, you're right. But I mean, that's not to say that he can't be on a team or form a team that can beat LeBron.
Where was he gonna go to form a team?
He could have went home.
Washington Wizards suck.
They didn't suck at the time.
They do suck.
They had Bradley Beal, John Wall.
Who else?
Had KD to that team.
Who else?
Come on now, that's a whole big
First
right
of all,
there.
first of all. Who else?
Hey, yo, go to state stat though. That's like,
Go State.
They were not that.
Bro, they
at
did.
the time,
Bro,
They were stacked.
They
They
were
were
stacked.
stacked.
Andre
I'm not saying they
Iguodala.
weren't stacked.
They had what's the? They were stacked, bro.
I'm not saying they weren't stacked. They were not nearly as stacked as they are now. They have a fucking all-star team.
Well,
I'm
they
sorry
had.
about
they
it.
whole lost.
Well,
They have a
before
team
that,
that-
they still had a big team, bro. The Wizards
They
was
were-
not
they
rock.
were
The Wizards couldn't even beat.
The
The
Wizards
Wizards with KD probably couldn't beat the Cavs with Kyrie Irving and LeBron.
That would be a good competition.
It might be a good competition, but KD still going home.
But you never know. That's a debatable
I do know.
competition. That's
I
a
do know.
debatable competition.
How?
That's a debatable
John Wall doesn't play
competition.
defense.
What?
He don't play defense.
Are you
Not in a
serious?
7-game series, not against Kyrie Irving. You got him strapping Kyrie Irving for 7 games? Because I don't.
Have they even played the Cavs in 7 games?
They never get there. I don't what? It don't make no sense. The Wizards was not a valuable option. Because if it was, he would have went back, but it wasn't. So
Boston.
next. Boston with who? This was Isaiah Thomas? No.
Yeah.
No. So let's try again.
So
I'm talking
basically
about
what I'm
KD
getting at is you're basically saying that it was okay for him to go to the Warriors.
I'm just saying, bro, get your money up, not your funny up. Walk. I mess with KD's move, man. The reason why I mess with KD's move, man, is because now I get to see LeBron James play KD more when going to the Lakers. Like,
But it's not fair.
bro,
It's
KD,
unmatched.
what? Why? Life ain't fair.
It's unmatched, though.
Like,
you can't.
the
And
Steel-
then
hold
people
on,
are steady
hold on.
talking about LeBron, but in reality, he's going against his team is unmatched against the Warriors. It's nothing that he can
Bro,
humanly do.
like, why are you acting like we feel sorry for him? Like, the Heat was
I feel
stacked.
sorry
Like,
for
why
him.
do you
Shit,
feel
I
sorry for him?
I feel sorry.
Why?
To my LeBron.
Yeah, like, why do we feel sorry for LeBron?
Because he's the best player in the NBA.
That don't
And then
mean
you
nothing.
got KD making the weakest move in NBA history, and it's making him look bad.
I mean, so you don't blame DeMarcus Cousins?
Nope.
You don't
Yeah.
blame DeMarcus Cousins for going to the
He had no
Warriors?
other offers.
He did have other offers.
From who?
He had an offer from New Orleans. They was gonna bring him back. He figured he didn't want to like mess up his leg. He wanted to get the easiest route of
I didn't hear
recovery.
anything about New
Hey,
Orleans.
look it up. He had an offer. He went to Golden State. Bada bing, bada boom.
Well, if that's
He's like,
the
yeah, that ring.
if-
He was like, yeah, that ring.
if that's the case,
Yeah.
then yeah, I do have a problem.
I mean, why? Like
Because
that's
what-
like when you did you play ball?
I played a little
You
bit.
play a little. Did you play AU?
I played 1 year.
Okay. Did you want to play on the bummy team?
No,
Did you want to play on the best team?
I was never considered the best player.
Did you want to play on the best team?
Yeah. I
So
did.
why are we mad at KD for wanting to play on the best team? Like when you play 2K, you don't pick the suckiest
You
team.
don't pick the best team either. That's like
Why not?
Come
That's
on.
your fault.
Bro, that's a rule that everybody has. Nobody
That's
gets
a
the
made-up
Warriors,
rule.
Nobody gets the Cavs.
That's
Am I
a
right?
made up rule.
But
It's made up.
do you play 2K?
No, because
All right,
y'all
so
be
you wouldn't know
y'all
that.
playing by
You
made
wouldn't
up
know
rules.
this. You wouldn't know
That's
this.
made up rules.
You wouldn't know.
Nah, I
play
get it.
2K.
Yeah, we
Who's the
don't
only-
we can't
who's the
get
only
Golden
person
State
that
or
get-
Cleveland. We can't get Golden State or Cleveland.
But who made up that rule? That's like
Right,
I
bro.
can't even play my favorite player. Like my favorite player is KD. I can't play with KD because you feel self-conscious. You got low self-esteem that you can't win. Like, what the hell? Like the nigga ain't even played the game before. Don't pick him. Don't pick Golden State. Nigga don't let it control it. Don't pick them youngest. Come on, bro. That's messed up, man.
It's not messed up.
It is.
It's not messed up.
So what if I play Golden State and I take Stephen Curry and put him on the bench the whole game? I still can't play with him.
Yeah, I probably should play that. Yeah.
You let me play that?
Yeah.
I still got four superstars
You
now.
know, you don't understand how good Curry is on that game.
Yeah, he ridiculous on that game. It's like, yeah, he ridiculous, bro.
I mean, this how I feel about it. KD, you the man. You got 2 rings, 2 Finals MVPs. They can hold you nuts, bro. Like, I mean, shit, you can't take championship.
You had to go to the best team and do it.
I mean,
if you could live with that.
Hey,
hey,
KD, LeBron put a whole team together. He got youngins to fly out.
He put the team together.
You know
he didn't go to a team that was already made.
Hey, because KD, you a basketball player. You don't get paid to be a GM. LeBron James coming in. LeBron James, the GM, the coach, the player. That nigga get Gatorade. That nigga do everything, boy. KD, man, keep doing your thing. All right, you know what it's been episode 2, Greater.inc. Greater than yesterday with my boy Chris.
Peace out, man.
With my man RJ. Definitely check out that Thinking Out Loud. Definitely on Apple Music, Spotify, all major outlets, all plugs. Put that in your ear tomorrow. And look out. Greater than yesterday, but you'll be even greater tomorrow. Peace out. Peace out.
Yeah, Luke Walton got a Lions. Call me Ty. I am Tyrone _ the IG. Honestly, I'm getting that ring. That shit different.
Hey, listen, right? It's different. Hey, call me Dre. Andre EE XD _3. To be honest, I'm gonna go ahead and go with that MVP. Like Leak said, it's some trash niggas. I mean,
Trash dudes in the
some trash dudes in the league. They got a ring, but I'm going with that MVP though.
Devin Haygood _DEVH2. You know what I'm saying? If I had to choose, I'm getting the ring. You know, all day championships win. You know what I'm saying?
It's your boy Ed, you feel me? Baltimore, Maryland. 410 Week Life
Baltimore?
Yeah.
Oh, hold
You already know, yeah. I got choose. I'm choosing MVP. Most valuable player, bro.
I got one. Hey, shout out to Philly, man.
Baltimore,
Shout out to the whole New
Baltimore,
York. Shout out to
New
NCAT,
York.
man.
New York. We're not doing New York. We're not doing New York.
What's up?
Hey,
Look,
Ben
look.
Simmons. Hey,
Look,
you know the coming home, baby. Now.
We at champ this year.
Yes, sir.
We at champ.
My name is Angelo. You can follow me on IG, on my glow. And if I was in the league for a year, I'm gonna have to be MVP. I'm gonna have to be MVP. We're going off.
Trail. Follow me on IG at GTrelly. But yeah, I'm going with the MVP. You could be a bum and win a ring. On the bench, you could be a bum.
Alright, so you can follow me on the gram at jazz.swervo. You feel me? I don't even watch basketball, but as long as I'm making money, I don't even give a fuck. Give me a ring, cause you feel me? I like rings, and it's gonna look good on my hand. Yeah.
Tony Roberts, my Instagram _Tony Montana 213. And question of the day, championship or MVP? I'd rather take the championship because that chip lasts forever. That MVP just individual, you feel me? I ain't mean nothing. I don't get you no extra check. Get a bonus. That championship.
My name Christian Wilkes, Chris _ the King with 2 G's. And again, I say the championship because the championship is a part of a team. You feel me? Everybody had a part to play in the championship. As the MVP, you only look for as individual. No individual win matters.
Yo, y'all not from here. Stay up. Shout out your hometown.
Shout out Baltimore 410. You already know, man.
410, shorty. You know how we
Suter. And then it's Josh.Suter, SUITER. And if I got a choice, MVP or going to the championship, right?
Yeah.
Going championship. Gotta win it. Rings matter. Rings matter.